What are you doing?
I'm just announcing something. Massive announcement. You won't believe it. It's massive.
Do you not think they'll think that you're announcing the thing?
Yeah, I'm just announcing Fight Lab. The biggest announcement you have ever seen.
Mate, honestly, you know what happened last time? People got carried away with this. I think this is a bad idea.
The biggest announcement I've ever made in my life. Ever.
I can't believe it. Oh my days. The fight of the century. It's happening.
No.
Use your speed, stick and move. We're behind you all the way. Bro, yo. Hey, bring it. Come on. Yes.
You and Jon are aligned, and you guys have decided together to allow for the UFC to tell you what you're doing. Is that true?
Nah, man, Jon's retired. What are you talking about, guys?
What do you mean?
I think Jon is as advertised. I think Jon's a badass, and I do not think Jon Jones is walking away from any.
After a long wait, Tom Aspinall has begun playing mind games with Jon Jones, putting pressure on him through trolling tactics. He even went as far as declaring Jones retired and suggested the division should move on without him. Expressing his frustration with the inactivity in the heavyweight division, Aspinall criticized Jones for seemingly being unwilling to face him. He stressed the importance of having an active, defending champion to keep the division alive and called for efforts to make the heavyweight scene competitive and exciting once more.
I could talk about myself. I mean, I think it's pretty clear to see Jon Jones is retired. Okay. He does not want to fight me, so we wish Jon all the best in the future, of course, but we want this heavyweight division active. We want to give these contenders a chance to fight. We want to have a defending champion, don't we? Why is this division so stagnant all the time? Let's make the heavyweight division great again. Let's have an active, defending UFC heavyweight champion, and let's move on. So I'm ready to fight.
Tom Aspinall is eager to stay active and hopes to compete in 2 more fights before the year ends. While he respects Jon Jones's legendary career, he believes it's time to move on, as Jones has already cemented his legacy. With Jones seemingly out of the picture, Aspinall is ready to take the lead and drive the heavyweight division forward.
This fight, I want to get 2 fights in before the end of the year, so that's what we're doing.
Okay.
So we finally have some movement. Jon's had a great career. We respect him. We know what he's done. Jon's told us 50 million times he's the greatest of all time. All right, have a good life. He's living his best life out there, and we move.
The Englishman took another jab at Jon Jones, saying it's clear Jones is retired and wishing him a happy retirement when Daniel Cormier asked if the delay was due to the UFC. Aspinall denied it and subtly mocked Jones, saying he's living his best life and had a fantastic career. He made it clear he's not waiting around, simply stating, "We move on."
Like you're training for something, but obviously it don't seem like you can, get the guy to fight. Tom, we're getting straight to it. I mean, what are we waiting for? It sounds to me, recently I saw an interview where it said you and Jon are aligned, and you guys have decided together to allow for the UFC to tell you what you're doing. Is that true?
Nah, man, Jon's retired. What are you talking about, guys?
What do you mean?
Jon, you guys don't follow Jon on social media?
I don't follow him on social media. He said that.
No, me too, actually. Me too. But the guy is living his best life. He's had a fantastic career. We all know. We know Jon's a religious man, so I want to say God bless him moving forward in what he does with his life and his career. And we move on.
Tom Aspinall has declared himself the undisputed heavyweight champion and is urging the division to move forward. Frustrated by the ongoing delays, he criticized the lack of activity, saying that both fighters and fans are tired of waiting. Aspinall firmly stated that Jon Jones is effectively retired and emphasized the need for action rather than prolonged anticipation. He concluded by wishing Jones well, while making it clear that it's time to turn the page and focus on the future of the division.
Undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. I'm ready to take on all comers, get this division moving again. Us guys have been waiting around too long. You know, the contenders are getting sick of it. Everybody's getting sick of it. Even the fans are getting sick of this stuff. So Jon's retired and it's time that we move on.
This is the greatest promo I've ever heard. He just announced his nemesis's retirement. And to add to it, Daniel, he wished him well.
Chael Sonnen also explained where Jon Jones's $40 million demand may have originated. He suggested that Jones was likely influenced by Jake Paul, who recently claimed a $40 million purse for his upcoming fight with Mike Tyson. According to Sonnen, Jones brought up the figure in the heat of the moment after his win over Stipe Miocic, likely echoing a number he had just heard. Sonnen implied that the statement was more about showmanship and media buzz than a serious contractual demand.
Do you think it happens? Heart of hearts, right now, November, are they fighting each other?
Tom's going to fight. Tom's going to fight, and he will get his request that the undisputed belt will be up.
Yeah.
I have a very hard time believing, Ariel, that, and I know Jon Jones had some fun with the media, and he came out and he said 40 million.
Chael Sonnen also expressed doubt that Jon Jones has ever acted directly against the UFC's interests. He finds it hard to believe that Jones seriously demanded $40 million or issued any threats to the organization. In Sonnen's view, if Jones were presented with a formal fight offer, complete with all the details, he wouldn't simply walk away or hang up the phone. Instead, Sonnen suggests that much of the drama is more noise than reality.
To tell you where that came from, when Jon fought Stipe and he sits down at a press conference and he goes, $40 million, just to tell you where that came from. The night before, Jake Paul had fought Mike Tyson, and Jake Paul put out a false number, but the number that he claimed he got was $40 million for that fight. He claimed this, and nobody said, but that's how this sport works, right? It's just whoever lies bigger. So now 40 million is like the highest number Jon's ever heard of. He's at a hot mic. He's excited. The president just watched him. He did a little bit of a dance, and he just threw out the number. He just said the same number that Jake Paul, who just broke records on Netflix, lied about getting. And this is what's so interesting.
On the other hand, Jon Jones recently provided a key update regarding a potential fight with Tom Aspinall when asked about the timeline. Jones stated that both he and Aspinall are currently waiting on the UFC to make an official announcement. He acknowledged that there's a lot happening behind the scenes and emphasized that the promotion wants full control over the timing and rollout of the news. Jones also revealed that he and Aspinall have agreed to remain silent until the UFC is ready to go public with the details.
A hard time believing that Jon's done anything wrong. I don't believe that Jon did hold up the company. I don't believe that Jon did tell him 40 million over the phone and put a gun in their face. I don't believe that. I cannot believe that if Jon Jones picks up a phone and they go, here's the date and venue. You already know the rules and you know the weight class because there's an interview. Here's the date and venue. I struggle as a person to believe Jon says no and puts the phone.
Michael Bisping responded to Jon Jones's recent comments about a potential fight with Tom Aspinall by suggesting that it sounds like the fight is essentially agreed upon, but can't be announced just yet. Bisping explained that, given the magnitude of the matchup, the UFC is likely planning a major reveal. He noted that the promotion intends to launch the announcement with a full-scale press conference and a global media push. Considering the high anticipation surrounding the fight, Bisping emphasized that it deserves a grand public stage for its official unveiling.
Tom. I was waiting for it.
The UFC and Tom, we all got a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes. They're one of the biggest organizations in sports, and right now Tom and I have agreed to wait for the UFC to make their announcements. So I legally can't really talk about it.
Joe Rogan also weighed in on the potential matchup between Jon Jones and Tom Aspinall, expressing confidence that Jones will eventually return to face the rising star. Rogan acknowledged Jones as one of the all-time greats, while also praising Aspinall as an exceptional athlete. He highlighted Aspinall's rare combination of speed for a heavyweight knockout power and black belt-level grappling skills. However, Rogan raised a key question: whether Aspinall has truly been tested in a drawn-out, grueling fight. He wondered how Aspinall would fare if pushed into deep waters, rather than securing another quick finish.
He's at Bangtao, he's doing a Q&A, and he was asked, when is the fight with Tom going to happen? He knew it was going to come, and his answer explains a lot. He said it's going to happen. He basically says the fight is a done deal, but of course they can't announce it yet. Now, of course, this is one of the most highly anticipated fights in all of UFC history, and you can't just announce it. Oh, the fight's going to happen. No,
That's stupid.
fights of this magnitude, the UFC want to do a proper job. They want to announce it in a spectacular fashion. They want to have a press conference. They want the world's media there. They don't want someone on YouTube or whatever or on the phone just going, yeah, the fight's happening.
Rogan added that despite Aspinall's power and skill, you can't count Jon Jones out. He questioned how Aspinall would handle a full 5-round war against legends like prime Stipe Miocic or Cain Velasquez, emphasizing that quick finishes don't work against fighters of that caliber. Meanwhile, Jones has already proven himself in tough 5-round battles, including his fight against Gustafsson, which he won despite having a shortened training camp. Rogan stressed that Jones is built for the grind and remains fully confident in his abilities.